I'll never. Second eye speaking.
Canada. What's with Canada? We got great big cities, but a lot of trees and rocks. Yeah, the winter's cold.
Welcome to the channel. I'm Gerald, and this is Trekking with Taz. Today we are headed to the little hamlet farming community of Dunster, British Columbia, just outside McBride, British Columbia. For those from far away, you might be familiar with our internationally famous Jasper Park. That's about an hour away from here. We will be heading up a trail called the Dunster Trail that goes up to a small lake, Bobb Lake, with just the most incredible views. Then we'll climb one of the ridges in behind the lake into the next valley to have a look around and exit out from that valley. Although on this day the views weren't fantastic because of low cloud and inclement weather, I guess, but I will insert a few pictures throughout the video of what it looks like in good conditions, and you will see just how stunning the views are from up there. Okay, let's have a look as Mark and I make our way up the Dunster Trail.
We are at the Dunster trailhead up to Bobb Lake, and we brought the Tesla in to do this. No problem. We're gonna hopefully get a decent enough weather day to make this hike up to Bobb Lake. We're officially on the trail now. Heading up. Next big stop will be the Lookout, about 2 kilometers up. But she's a long, steep climb before we get there. We've had to cross over, I don't know, 3 or 4 logs so far in these early stretches, and there's more. The big windstorms obviously happened here too. Some of them a little high for my short legs. Gotta sit on a slide across. You get a fair amount of berries. These are huckleberries. We had some blueberries back a ways. Blueberries are a little tart still, but these huckleberries are good. As expected, the trail has been very slippery, and as you can see by the sign, we're only 1 kilometer in, so was to be expected, but it is very, very slippery. We're getting a long ways up, but as you can see, there's no view down towards the valley at all right now. Hopefully that burns off. Sun's starting to come out, so fingers crossed. We're closing in on the Lookout. A few little climbs left to do, and then we should be there. Have a look, see what we can see across the valley, which from here looks like nothing, but we'll find out. Here we are at the Lookout, and we actually have a bit of a view. Clouds were here a minute ago, you couldn't see nothing, but now you can see the valley a bit. Whew. That's what we got to look at. Well, let's look out. We're done. We had a little snack, something to drink, and now we're heading across. You can see there's the 2 kilometer mark. That's where the trail turns to go up, and we'll climb up a little bit and we'll drop down, and then we got another serious 2 kilometers of steepness to deal with before we get to Leprechaun Meadows, as I call it. So let's do it. Here's the 3K sign. That's a good sign. Only 1 more kilometer climbing before we get to the Leprechaun Meadows. And some flatter going for a while. Whew, excellent. This is the next lookout. Usually you can see some mountains over on the other side, or kind of where we're headed. And you can see down the valley. But today you can see nothing. But we're here. We are closing in on the top of all climbing. We're starting to get up into subalpine here now. I don't know what we'll have for views today on this stretch, but usually there's some good views up here. Today maybe not, but sun is starting to poke through a bit, so maybe we'll have some views. Usually let's hope. There's great mountainous views from here. Today, not so much. Hopefully it lifts off, or maybe in the valley, we're going to go back into another valley here. Maybe there's no clouds in there. Let's hope. It's a pretty healthy climb for no visibility. Good news. The valleys that we're heading into, we can see the ridges. I'm not sure if you can see the ridges on my GoPro, but they're there. So hopefully Bobb Lake is good. And we got a little further to go than those ridges, but at least they're open. And we'll be in behind them. Let's take that as a very positive sign. You can see the clouds coming in though on the wind.
I'm waiting for Bilbo Baggins in this mystical.
Okay, dropping down into what I call Leprechaun Meadows. Place for all the hobbits to live. And we actually have a bit of a view in front of us. Nothing behind us but fog or clouds, but in front of us we have some view. It's looking really promising. Whew. Especially after you finish the majority of the uphill stuff. Ooh. There it is. What I like to call Leprechaun Meadow. Good news, the valley behind us is clearing up a little bit, so that maybe means it's clearing up all over the place. Except for I see some clouds coming into where we're headed, but we're actually going in behind that mountain there, so it looks a little sunnier there. Let's hope anyway. Time to venture up. See the cloud coming in a little harder up the valley here. We gotta cross a rock chute right where its clouds are to get to the next valley. We'll be there shortly. There we are at the other end, Leprechaun Meadows. Still not a lot to look at from here. Maybe by the time we head home, we gotta go across that rock chute now. It's coming into the first part of the rock chute, and then over on the other side of the trees is some more. The valley opened up a little more. Might be decent over there. We'll see. There's a little rock hop. And then we got a bigger one just on the other side of those trees. The mark is stopped now. Those rocks are a little slippery. We'll go up here. Mark's a little in front of us going across here. You see the orange marker just above him. And that's where we gotta go. Really straightforward. Nothing too complicated about this. Okay, we'll cross this last band of rocks here. And then we'll be going down to Bobb Lake. So we're maybe a kilometer from the lake, I'm guessing, something like that. I don't know exactly, but not too far. And we'll see what we do from there. See some rock cairns ahead. Oh, I see a trail up here now. I don't remember this little bit of trail, but that makes life simple. Right on. That is a bonus. Okay, meadows we come from are over there. Park down, way down in the flats down there. And now we're going to top over into the next valley and see what we're looking like for clear skies and stuff. Looking good so far. Ooh, look at that. Looking really good. You gotta like that. That is excellent. We are just getting a little glimpse of Bobb Lake now. We will be right at it here in a second. Oh, looks like the cabin is still standing. I did see online that they were talking about rebuilding it, but I can tell the same one's still there right now. I don't know if that's still on the agenda or there's been a change of heart or what. Well, what a beauty spot this one is. A little bit of work to get up here. Gotta climb. But camped up here overnight a few times, and what a great place to be to watch the sunset. Honestly spectacular. There it is, Uncle Tom's cabin, Bobb Lake. We walked up to the pit toilet here just to show you the view that you get from here. Now if you look in the distance, you can't see a lot, but usually you can see Mount Robson, Cinnamon Peak, Whitehorn, a few of those back there. And when I upload the video, I will pull some pictures from the past to include. But even in these conditions, you can see quite a bit, and the lake is beautiful. Like it is a potty with a view, this one for sure. Yeah, the Bobb Lake back end. Plan is to go up this ridge up top, and we've been up every other ridge but this one, so we go up here. There's a plan. If it works for us, we'll see. Climbing up from the lake. Mountains on the other side of the Rosh. Can't see a lot over there because of the clouds, but see a little bit. Getting up into the rockier bluff. Work our way up there. I don't know if we'll see anything, but we'll get up there. I've left it a little bit. You can see the Rosh Valley down below. It's not great view, but it's a view. We're going up on these ridges up here. We'll climb up a few rocks here. No, it's not bad. We'll get to the peak up there soon enough. It's not that far in front of us.
Plenty of goat droppings up here.
Yes.
Doing more and more.
Side of a cliff, looking down into the abyss. Getting fairly close to the top, and a lot easier going here. Good trail on the ground here. It's unfortunate that the sky is so closed in. The view would be amazing up here. It's starting to break over there a little. Okay, coming. We're up on the ridge. Uncle Tom's cabin down there at the lake. Mark says, hurry up, get up to the ridge. Sky's open up here right now. He doesn't know that I needed a couple of breaths before I could do it. But almost there.
Look at that flat section right there.
Yeah, big plateau.
Looks like a parking lot right there.
Wow.
Almost on McNaughton Peak, which is right there. Gerald's looking at the Rosh Valley.
Wow. Okay, trusting the next ridge. There we go. There's what you got. Ooh.
See what I mean? It's steep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much at the top there. Can't really see anything higher, just right there. I see a cairn. People have been up here.
You want to go over the top or you want to go round? What's best?
Well, this goes right to it anyway, right across there.
Okay, up it is. Here we go. Yeah.
You
Okay.
want to go down the side. And relax. Okay, straight ahead. Here we go.
There we go. We're up. We're up and up and up. Not bad at all. Right where we wanted to be. And that's it. At the car.
Droppings up here.
Nice. So start the Rosh Valley, and you're looking behind Bobb Lake. There's Bobb Lake. Wow. We lucked out. We really lucked out. Mark and I are going down the back side of the mountain. Try something different through this rock garden here. It's not bad so far. A few little spots aren't so nice, but other than that it wasn't bad. So we'll see how that goes for us. Go around the mountain and meet up with the trail from the other side. Started up there on that ridge, and we're a long ways down now. It's working really good. A few little slippery spots for sure, but all in all not too bad. Not sure what we got down below here, but we know we want to get over to that green that's just over there, so it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, we're basically down off that rock fall, as you can tell. A little bit slow, we had to pick our way down. Got one little band of rocks to go through, and then we're free to give her. Oh, we come down off the top of that. Now we're on this beautiful little meadowy area. We'll take it across, and we're going to shoot up just over that ridge is our trail. So this is a little different way to go, but it's pretty cool. I like it. Wasn't too tough. I don't know if it's shorter or easier for sure. I think probably a little bit of both, but it don't matter. Just about back down to the Leprechaun Trail. It's just down below Mark. So I was a time saver. He was easy. A few hard parts, but all in all, really good. Now that we're back on the Leprechaun Meadow Trail, you can see that clouds have lifted a bit, and you can see some of the mountains back. On a clear day, it's stunning down in here, all the way home. Well, I guess not all the way home, but all the way to the till you get into the heavy timber. The rain has come, but we're off of that ridge. We come off of there, got across. Now we're just starting to head back into the timber and start our descent fairly soon. So we won't be stuck in the rain for any length of time. The view is kind of hazy, but you can see how beautiful it would be on a clear day. This little spot here is great. All kinds of neat mountains to look at.
On. There's a little bit of Dunster. Right there.
Mark pretty much pointed it all out to you, but those mountains up in there, they're just over the ridge from where we were just now. Pretty much back at the lookout, which is the 2K marker, which means we're 2K from the vehicle. And that's exciting. These hills are steep coming down, and you may think it's easier on you going down, but it isn't. Ooh. There's the 2K marker right there in that tree. You can see lots of the valley. We are officially back to the bottom. Ooh. Was excellent day, but it's tired out now. Time to call it a day. The ride is just down below here, 30 seconds. And I'm looking forward to it. Weather turned good here, but looking across the valley over on the other side, pretty nasty looking over there. Anybody on the GDT or up in the Blueberry or back in the Small, looks like they were getting hit with lots. Anyway, that's it. There's the Tesla. Bye for now.
That was our Bobb Lake trip. Hope you enjoyed it. As you can tell, the beauty there is tremendous. It's just like being in one of our national parks, without actually being in one of them. So thanks for coming along. Come again on the next one. Bye now.